Mami ani minia Gilbert Ankra ending komo we PRO ema the AMA na me bisa ne say Gilbert na ba ne sen ana aye traders ya take over pedestrian walkways no akwa ba minia
Bema Accra Metropolitan Assembly Jimutuna Ichia Miti Fulina
Gilbert mo say traders are taking over aye pedestrian walkways as AMA.
Thank you very much once again for opportunity. Now, send our canon, idea assembly, no, concern, or share the way most trading activities, no, they say, no, or movie a day about pedestrian walkway, so no. Now, OSHA at an assembly, no, as part of measures are, to ensure, say, the pedestrian walkway would be reserved for pedestrians, and then our can on most of these measures in a brass Emma pedestrians into among some mutimi edi or mujuma. We share statistics so far now in terms of road crashes now. Pedestrians or more mopa into a lot is being done by the assembly to be able to address some of these concerns. It be a continuous exercise to ensure that pedestrian walkways, traders would not take over the walkways. I think so. My main assembly also acknowledge the fact to say the traders or more adults now share over the years now your market now they are not that big enough to be able to accommodate or more na at an assembly and no na eda yakoma so to ensure say we this time around put in measures to expand the market in order for traders na ombitini accommodate or munina.
Let me say a question we answer now to us. So, in the absence of some expansion exercise here, will come once the traders will continue to be there.
Of course not. That is not what I'm saying. The Americans say, before expansion, ever possible. Now, let me state, it's expansion, in most of the markets within the AMA zone now. Expansion, Asha say. Now, prior to completion, Atime Akumuno consistently, assembly, overshare, we move in to ensure that they don't occupy the pedestrian walkway. What we have done within the central business district now, most of the areas are who say, okay, pedestrian walkway is enough now. Assembly demarcate. Let me say, boundaries for pedestrians, and
did I hear you well that you are saying that in places where the pedestrian walkway is soon enough, more creative boundaries out of that walkway for traders
Of course, and that has been what has happened over the years.
But the initial plan, the initial plan that went into creating that pedestrian walkway, obviously you as AMN, you would have been in the know from the beginning of the construction work and say, this is a pedestrian walkway, and this is the reason why we are giving it this size of space because of the number of people who use route and it's a mukona mukamu traders that's a muka problem ever.
Let me state to say the way canon assembly does not look on now to encourage traders to sell on pavements. Now, OSHA, the informal sector is also very, very important, and you can't just move into displace the traders
But they are not supposed to be there in the first place. Gilbert, they are not supposed to be there in the first place. It is not a place for trading. It's not a place for commerce.
Let me come in briefly. They are not supposed to be there. OSHA assembly 2019 pedestrian action plan. Now, in the pedestrian action plan, we express concerns. Now, and on a main say, and yet the assembly no FWASO.
But here is the case, Gilbert. You are telling us, sir, more nankasa as AME, a dedicated area for pedestrians, more creative boundaries at the traders to use. So you are the ones encouraging it.
Of course not. Adiano Osha traders occupy entire pavement.
Which you have given them a boundary.
Pedestrian enya bibia emfa enante. Now, as part of measures, and American to be able to deal with the issues, maybe dealing with the issues holistically, assembly, put up in terms of expansion. We are expanding the market.
No. Let's stay on the point you made about you creating boundaries out of pedestrian walkways.
Yes.
Why would you do that in the first place?
I will definitely come there.
But why would you do that in the first place?
It has been a policy over the years. Now, Mayor Mohamed Ejesoa, who said that entire policy, because it's urban space, and don't make that address issue now. Okay, population are increasing. Now, Obia air within the city center to come and then trade. And Nuntina expansion is very, very, very important. And I want us to focus on the expansion of the markets to accommodate a lot more of the traders. Now, pavements are being demarcated now. There are some of the pavements now. Of course, and yet, say, Omo etinaho. Now, adeno ako yeno. We need to put in measures to be able to deal with the issues holistically.
But sir, Gilbert,
temporary arrangement.
Gilbert, engage me for a second. Mo create a pedestrian walkways, looking at the human traffic or
of course.
And the bigger the walkway, the higher the expectations. Human traffic is higher in that area.
Of course.
And it's a bigger walkway. Now, mu decide say mu trebi at the traders no more fanya one more adjuma because of the congestion in markets. Not to say muna mo create problem no.
Of course not. Most of the areas are that very line policy most of these areas now you don't even get the pedestrians walking on the pavement to the extent that the pedestrians are occupying it. And that measure now a temporary measure. And I would want us to I want to stress on that. A temporary measure. And one thing I say measures are being taken. Mokola first phase of expansion project, that first phase. And that is accommodating about 180 traders. They say second phase processes. Moving from Mokola to say area B to say Tuesday market. There is an expansion going on at that very market as well. Indeed, all these things are measures that are to ensure that you better dealing with the issues holistically. Now, may come to business. They say issues of population. Amount for back home every just channel. So say adults and nothing that in Shishke now I can assure you that with the expansion work ongoing now, most of the IACC now would have a CTR saying now we would not have traders occupying pavements. Say grano Osha assembly to maybe our Rolling Spark. Now a BN saying Osha the Rolling Spark enclave now. It is reserved as a car park, one of the off street parking bays within the city. And then the cost of hawk. Say no hono traders no ediomo containers according to the hobby now it is defeating. Yeah.
But where yeah, bring no I be. Medo ase, but Ochan I bet you uncle so. ebe for ni asan so ato aso nti me do ase se oje me na na edi nkomo.
Yes, so yeah, that was it.
Yo, yenya Gilbert Ankra ena yene no edi nkomo no pe ojumeli